Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Vidya and in this video I will be talking on passive and active security attacks. As all of us know that we share a huge amount of information on the internet, and internet is a publicly available channel. That is, everyone on the internet has got an access. Some of the information such as credit card details, email passwords, OTPs are very confidential information, and we should protect these information from the attackers or hackers who are eagerly sitting on the internet or any other communication channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about two primary category of attacks, that is the passive and the active security attack. I have a sender known as Bob who wants to send a secret message to receiver who is Alice, and Alice is sitting distant apart, so Bob wants to send the message using the internet communication channel. Now internet channel is an insecure channel because it is available to everyone. And there are not only authorized users present on the internet, but there are attackers who are desperately waiting to attack or to see what is the secret message that you are transmitting. So what do you think? How is Bob going to protect his secret message from attackers? Bob will now encrypt the data so that the data is converted into a meaningless message which the attacker cannot understand. The attacker cannot decode the encrypted message, and hence Bob can easily and securely transmit his secret message to the receiver Alice. Now let us try to understand what are the different ways in which that who is the attacker would try to attack the data that is sent by Bob to Alice. So what do you think the attacker would do? Bob may just first try to monitor the transmission. That is, the attacker tries to monitor things such as what is the length of the message, is the message present or absent, are there pauses in the message, what is the frequency of the letters, so that he uses this information to predict the secret message. For example, let us say that attacker monitors that Bob is not sending any message during a particular month of a year. So the attacker makes it that okay, this is the month during which Bob is not present on the system, and hence he can use it to his benefit. That is, the attacker can barge in on Bob's system during this month and may try to steal the data from the computer. In the second attack, the attacker may try to read the message. For example, you're sending an email and somehow the attacker has tried to predict your password and he tries to read all the email. The third attack is called as modifying the message, where the attacker modifies a portion of the transmitted message, or he may modify the entire message. For example, let us say Bob has sent a message to Alice, meet me at 10 a.m. and the attacker just changes one letter of AM to PM, and you can see that the meaning of the message has entirely changed. So instead of Alice receiving the message meet me at 10 a.m., Alice has now received meet me at 10 p.m. and you can see that meaning of the message has entirely changed. The next attack which an attacker can do is he can entirely create a new message. So he stops the message that is sent by Bob and he creates a new message and pretends to be Bob and sends it to the receiver. The fifth type of attack is called as deny the availability of the system, where the attacker may play around with the system in such a way that Bob does not get access to the system. For example, let us say attacker somehow tries to steal the login credentials of Bob, that is the user ID and password. So attacker gets hold of this login ID and password of Bob and he uses it and changes the password. So next time when Bob tries to log in, he won't be able to log into the system. So attacker tries to have some means by which he can restrict Bob from accessing the system. Such type of attacks is called as deny the availability of system. So all these attacks are collectively called as security attack. Moreover, we are going to see all these attacks in detail in the coming slides. Let us have a look at these attacks so that we can classify the security attacks into two categories. Now you can see that the first two attacks, that is monitoring and reading attack, in which the attacker just monitors the message or just reads the message. So here the attacker is not modifying the message, he is not altering the message, he is just passively sitting away and just trying to monitor or read the message which is sent by the sender to the receiver. Such type of attacks where the attacker does not modify or alter the message are known as passive attack. Well, if you see the next three category of attack, which is modify the message or create a new file and send it or deny the availability of the system, here in these attacks, the attacker is in some way going to modify the message or try to alter some settings of your system or jam your network or create a new file and send it. So attacker is actively involved in doing something which will hamper the regular transmission of the message. Such attacks are called as active attacks. So the security attacks can be classified into two parts. One is when the attacker just reads or learns and makes use of this information, but he does not affect the system resources. He does not affect the message which is transmitted. Such attacks are called as passive attack, while the other attack in which the attacker attempts to modify or alter the message, thereby altering its meaning, or if he alters the system resources, it affects the system operation. Such kind of an attack where attacker is actively involved into doing certain trick or modifying, it is known as active attack. So these are the two classifications of security attacks, that is the passive attack and the active attack. We have come an end to this video. I hope I was able to convey the concept behind passive and active attack. If you have understood the concept, kindly don't forget to like, share and subscribe, which will keep me going. Thank you. Take care. Stay blessed.